The views expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station, its owners, staff, or management. The following program is sponsored by Citizens Financial Security. In a world where information is power, the original Money Doctor inspires you to rise above it all and plan ahead with guaranteed success. William F. Richardson is the original Money Doctor.
I'm William Richardson. We're here with the American Dream and the principle of the day. Today we're going to be talking about the dollar. We're going to be talking about the World Economic Report that everyone knows you can find, and it's been well read now at moneydoctoradvisor.com. I want to open up, and for those of you who have not read the report and not looked back and understood where that came from, I just want to share a little bit about that. So I started researching back in 2010 money situation between world power, between China, Russia, and Middle Eastern countries, what they wanted to do, how they wanted to control the dollar. I was originally writing this piece, which ended up being a 30-page report, to family and friends, and wanted to just share with them my passion of what I was researching for and what was taking place and kind of where I thought things were going to go. Political and with money, and so they can prepare themselves and not look back and say, hey, William, why didn't you tell us? If you thought or knew this may happen, why didn't you let us know? And that led into a few pages, and it led into a few more, and then it was like, well, if I talk about that subject, I need to share about this. If that leads into this, so I really need to go in detail of this new World Bank and talk all these different subjects. Then it led into, well, if you're going to do all that, you really need to promote it, and it really needs to be shared with everyone, not just the family. So it ended up being, I'm sharing it with the world. Currently, we are in a situation in our market that is all upside down, where what we're seeing and hearing on the news only occasionally is giving us the real truth. So make no mistake, we are clearly in a war. So we are in a war. Now, it's not a war of fighting. It's not a war of boots on the ground. There's been no official declaration of war. But this all started back in 1946, a long time ago. There's no bullets fired. There's no boots on the ground. There's no ships or airplanes dispatched. There's no weapons of mass destruction. But it's an economic war over the world reserve currency. And the U.S. dollar forms the basis of the world's financial system. So currently, real quick, everyone across the world, if they want to purchase a good, they get that from a World Bank in U.S. dollars and convert their country's monetary means into U.S. dollars to purchase their wheat, to purchase their oil, whatever they may need for their particular finance goods. Now, that's recently have changed, where you have China and Russia has been working very closely together. They're trading their dollars back and forth. That's less money into trade. And China, for those of you that have dived deep into the report, created a bank, and they started this back in 2010. That's where this research came from. 2014, they officially opened that situation, and now they have most of the world leaders and countries supporting that particular bank. There's one that is not there. Who do you think that may be? The United States. Now, will that change with having a different philosophy in the White House? It possibly may be. Will they let them in because they've actually already closed entry into the banking system? Negotiations can always change something. But where that is leading to is that the American dollar will not be the dollar that is traded. Now, what will happen when you go to your bank, as happened in other countries, and you go to take out money from the ATM, or you grab your debit card, and it doesn't work? There's no money coming out. And it's not just at your bank, it's at several banks or all the banks. How are the friendly American people in your community or in the large metropolitan areas going to respond to not having money? Going to respond that they didn't get their check in the mail, whether it's from work or whether it's from welfare, because the money is not there. Because we had a dip in the market, that the market crashed 60%. Home values died, and our dollar crashed. Because we have a situation right now where it's very direct, and you can listen to this and you can believe it or not believe it, but it's a statement that I'm going to make is it's all fake. What you're seeing in the market, what we're hearing in the market, what we're being told is not true. How do I know that? How do I know that's not true? And where did I get my information from? Years of research of finding information. So you can go out and spend your own time and look at it. But if you're on the nightly news or you're on the daily paper, you're going to be sold what they want you to hear. And so you're going to keep your money and just keep putting your money away into your 401k. You're going to keep doing what everyone else is doing. But that's not what the 5% are doing. They're doing something a little bit different with their money. And you don't have to have millions to do something different. You can do something different on your $75,000 a year paycheck and make a difference for your family, yourself, and your community today, and allow your money to work correctly. So one of the things that we talk about in the World Economic Report is about bonds and what's happening with the bond market. And so I'm not going to go into details. I really want you to go back and read that section again about what's happening with the bonds and how bonds are not secure as they used to be, where in the past you could say that that's a place to have your safe money and it could be protected and guaranteed and you're going to get a safe rate of return. But if the backing behind that is not real, how can that be a statement that you can live by, that you can feel comfortable with? Now, if you look back into the Great Depression, the insurance companies are the ones that actually bailed out the government at that time. So they're the strongest institutions that we have. If the world and United States institutions for legal reserve life insurance companies went under, it would be the largest catastrophe of financial meltdown that the world has ever seen because of what they do. They protect money and they do it very, very well. And that would be a situation that we would not want to see. If we know that the United States government continues to print money, which the money is not real, and then we turn around and sell those bonds and collateralize that and put it back into the market, and we're not the only ones doing it. There's all the national banks are doing that worldwide. If we continue to do that, at some point that house of cards has to fall. If we're allowing corporations to fake their books so they can sell stocks higher, at some point that has to fall. If we're allowing derivatives to be purchased on every single asset class that we have, and that it's over leveraged by trillions of dollars, at some point that is going to fall also. Where is that going to take place? And how does that affect your real estate? Going back to the American dream. If you purchased your house and all your equity is sitting in your house, tomorrow the market crashes, and along with it, what crashes too? Eventually, your equity. So if it's trapped in the house again, how do you have access to it? And if your little small business goes out of business, or your employer downsizes or closes its facility because of the financial situation, how are you going to access that money? What about the money that's in your retirement account? Maybe the government is going to go and seize that money because it needs it, or it's going to tax that money because it doesn't want to wait until you take it out. And that's why you have minimum distributions that actually make you take it out. So eventually it's going to be penalized. So if we use our certain side fund that's associated with our largest worldwide insurance companies that are very good at protecting assets and protecting upside and downside potential and tax advantages to help us safeguard that money, we know it's going to always be there. And until we meet again, keep your money safe.
been listening to the original Money Doctor, inspiring you to rise above it all and plan ahead with guaranteed success. William F. Richardson is the original Money Doctor.
Living with purpose and real intent. If you're as concerned as I am, and you're not the type to sit around and wait for something to happen, there's something you can do. Special gift invitation. How to get growth, protection, and income for your money. Send a request for a special promo code to watch this new online video training series absolutely free in the comfort of your home or office. You will learn how hardworking American families protect and control their retirement money and never expose it to stock market risk or massive taxation. Watch this free video series and learn the rules. Send requests to info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com. That's info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com to view video online. Video series is shared as a public benefit for enlightenment.
As a financial strategist, William F. Richardson coaches college students, families, and businesses on income planning strategies. He focuses on how to create lifestyle benefits and retirement savings by following simple rules and proven concepts to optimize assets, preserve capital, and minimize taxes. During the Great Recession, clients of Citizens Financial Security who followed these strategies didn't lose one penny of their savings or retirement money, while others lost 30 to 60% of their life savings as the market adjusted. Assuming you've chosen to follow these strategies, there would have been zero losses due to market volatility, and your financial goals would be on track. Your money would have been triple compounding, protected, and available tax-free for any reason. Visit us at the World Economic Report at moneydoctoradvisor.com and visit our corporate sponsor, citizensfinancialsecurity.com, or call 916-500-4905. That's 916-500-4905.